welcome back. This is the Talos Principle 2, Part 2. This is my blind playthrough. Yeah, I don't really know what to call these because this is completely different format and structure of the game, but I'm calling it Adventuring Further into the East on Twitch, so because I did complete E1 or East 1. I don't know if you call that East World, Level 1. I don't know. I was never good at getting the terminology down in these games, but it's all good. It's all about them puzzles. So without further ado, let's start the second installment of the Talos Principle 2 blind playthrough. Let's play. I see myself, hear the game. I think we're good. So we're at 4 hours and 24 minutes into this. 8% of puzzles done. I like seeing it like this. It's very cool. We're in the Grasslands Ring, I guess you could call it. The Grasslands Ring. And they put me right where I finished. Can I not get in there? So last episode I was at... Right, so when you finish, I guess when you finish a level, you go to the tower and it activates a beam. In this case, it would appear to be green. And that goes to the megastructure. So that's good, I think. I'm very curious to see how this develops, but so far I'm absolutely loving the second game. It's fun. Puzzles are pretty hard. New concepts. The RGB converters is really cool. A little bit mind-bending just to think about stuff, especially when you're adding in 2. I can imagine it gets kind of crazy when you add in 2 plus RGB converters. Let's get caught up. So these are just pictures. There's an ambition expressed by this building, a sense of purpose that I find really admirable. It's big, but it's also intricate, detailed. That feels like a statement. We should explore this building as soon as possible. Yeah, we did, Byron. And it shot a laser, which is super cool. Really, what they were able to create so far is just nuts. So this was Puzzles by Alcatraz, aka Al. It seems that each of the structures on the island, with the exception of the megastructure itself, is surrounded by a cluster of puzzles resembling those found in the simulation and in our booting sequence. Completing a puzzle releases a particle cloud, which then autonomously flies into the device that assembles tetraminos, I think. The puzzles even come with titles hijacking the vestigial code designed to display puzzle names in the simulation. It's unclear whether this represents a potential security issue, but that matter should be given consideration. Let's start here, Melville. Just testing. What is that? Just testing the system to see if it works properly this time so we don't have another incident like when Pellegrino uploaded his poetry to the public log. Rocco. Yakut said this was the island. Oh, okay, it's actually cool. The island designated TTP-2 was first noted during the return journey from a scouting expedition which was diverted from its intended path due to an unexpected weather front. Long-range scans indicated the presence of large artificial structures and also returned highly unusual energy readings, which is where we are now. So I'm kind of reading this for... What's up, baby? This will give you good insight, by the way. This is where we're at. Well, actually, this was at the table in New Jerusalem, but it was like a simulated, like a holograph type of thing. The matter was not investigated further. In ancient times, the northern part of the island was home to several large settlements, but rising sea levels have obliterated these and flooded the northern lowlands. The south, in stark contrast, seems to be a harsh and lifeless desert. Our intended base camp is near the origin of the energy readings in the temperate center of the island. That was from Yakut. Alcatraz, standard Whoa, look at this. Of Whittington's cat and another cat that visited strange countries. What is this? 4 miles to London. As no work about cats could be complete without the story of Dick Whittington from... These are the standard operating procedures for expeditions. Just uploading them to remind Byron, who will probably ignore them anyway. Attaching a picture from an ancient book to get his attention. 1. Maintain the ideals of the founder and the goal. 2. Prioritize the well-being of the expedition members over mission completion. 3. 1 expedition member to stay by the vehicle at all times. That explains why one of them was at the vehicle. Cool. 4. Actually, I wonder who that was. Was that Alcatraz? It kind of makes me wish I read this before, but it's all good. These are very minor details. Expedition leaders should refrain from participating in high-risk activities. 5. Minimize vehicle use to conserve fuel. 6. Prioritize observation over interference. 7. In case of emergency, return to New Jerusalem at once. Yakut Astronomical Temple. I wasn't entirely sure what to call this. It looks like a temple and sort of astronomy themed. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I do that. It doesn't seem to be active in any way, but I can't help but think that the design implies some kind of significance, like it's hiding a secret. But again, maybe my imagination is getting the better of me. And then Yakut again was showing us the bridge ring. Right. And this was, I guess, a new design. Spire told me last time that this is kind of what they replaced. Not kind of. This is what they replaced the Techomino or the Tetris style puzzles. They did this bridge building. It's kind of like the same thing, but 3D in a different way. Not sure what to call this bridge machine. Anyway, it's a device that takes particle clouds released by the puzzles and turns them into bridge made out of tetrominos. I'm pretty sure you pronounced it as tetrominos one time. I don't think tetraminos is right. Correctly assembling a bridge out of 8 particle clouds is required to reach the tower, so clearly another layer of puzzles. Yeah. The simulation had tetromino. Okay, let's just figure this out once and for all to reduce the amount of embarrassment. Tetramino or tetromino? Tetramino. Pronunciation. Yeah, this is how we do it. Live.
Tetramino.
Does the robot really say that? Someone commented this is wrong. Tatar. Damn, not a lot of answers here. Tetronomo. Tetronomo. That's what I'm going to call it. Tetronomo. Tetronomos. Babe, if you're able to confirm that, that'd be awesome. The simulation had Tetronomo puzzles too, although in a different form. Could their presence here be symbolic? I don't have a clue. Alright, that's everything for research. Social media, there was one new thing. City news. The long crier said, the long-awaited birth of our 1000th and final citizen was interrupted today by an unknown projection in the sky. Yep. The projection, which identified itself as Prometheus, goaded New Jerusalem inhabitants in decipherable incantations. He then says, the source of the projection was tracked to a remote, mysterious island. A team led by Byron is now en route to find out more. Other members of the expedition includes Alcatraz, Melville, Yakut, and 1K. That's me. He then says, Mayor Hermanubis has once again called for calm and promises that New Jerusalem will be safe so as long as its citizens do not forget the ideals of the goal as set forth by the founder. Which I think at one point I said, am I the founder? I am not the founder. This means I did them all. Oh, okay, this tells you lost puzzles, gold puzzles. I don't see that I have stars unless they just don't show them here. No, East 1. It tells me everything down there. So it's just, there's a lost lab and then there's 2 stars. I have not seen a single star at all. I haven't really looked, but I didn't see a gold puzzle either. or lost puzzles. But it seems like I can come back at any time. Alright, that was a whole lot of just catching up on stuff that I missed out on. Let's see what happens now. This is so nuts. You can't run like this, I noticed. If you're facing your character, you can't run like that. So I built this bridge. Shout out me. Built this one as well. Did I build 3 of these? I did all that? I guess I did. Really cool. Okay. So actually, let's go see about this gold puzzle, if I can even solve for it. Yeah. And I don't know about these lost puzzles either. Nothing is flashing indicating towards me. To me, I mean. I've talked to that. The further we go. Ah, okay, here's the Golden Gate. So can I enter them, or do I need stars?
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles. But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
Can I go in? Well, if there's a way, I don't...
Done here for now. Let's head over to the next site.
I'll just let the game develop naturally and see what it does. So we'll just head back. Activate tires 1, 2, 3. I gotta stay focused on my objectives. I have a clear path now. The game wants me to do these things in a particular order. I found one Prometheus spark right there. There are 2 stars that I have not found. Wow, look at that green right there. Music is just gorgeous. Lots of running. Whoa. Alright. Is that what I should do? I should leave? Yeah. So I can go back to Megastructure, or I can go to the Wooded Plateau. Hold on. You're saying I'm in East. Are these the puzzles, or was I in East 1? No, right? Like I did all 8 of the puzzles within East 1. Is that what you're telling me? This is East 2? Okay, okay. I understand. A little confused. I see. Pretty simple. I like this transportation method. Pretty standard.
Alright, everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that 1K found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Okay. So my objective now is to solve puzzles 0 through 8. We got another 8. Once I do that, I can build the bridge. So cool. Wow. Can I still see the other one? I wonder if stars are like off the beaten path. Oh, look at that. A Prometheus spark right away. I have 2.
I think you just picked up some kind of decryption key. Could try using it on those terminals inside the puzzles.
Yeah, I could. Kind of whack though. It just seems like a get out of jail free card. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just start with 1. What's up there, buddy? Hey, Melville. I'm kind of just wanting to solve. This is the woodlands, right? Is there a way to see... Yeah, the map. Wooded Plateau. A heavily forested plateau in the mountainous eastern part of the island supports a large deer population. Quantum tunneling. Take driller. What the fuck? We have a new mechanic. Can I walk through it? Can't take driller through its own hole. Wow, we have a new mechanic. And what is this? Another driller. Oh, you can... Okay, so it looks like there's certain walls that you can and can't do it on. They look like a rusty copper wall. This is wild. So... I'm curious if I can put something here and grab it through the other side. In fact... Okay. If I do that, I can then take this guy out. What does it say? Oh, I can drop it on the other side. Yeah, this is nuts. Okay, so therefore I can now, if I create the hole, it just, you can't put it through your own hole. Your blowhole, if you will. So it's like Jammer 2.0. Oh, did I just do the same thing? My bad. This is what I want to do. I was trying to drop it. I want to create it on this side so that I can grab it. Very cool. A new mechanic, drillers. Oh man. They're not going to just create the same game twice. They're going to... Oh man, we got RGB converters now. We have drillers. Oh, that is amazing. New invention in the Talos universe. Wow. And you can combine them with the old stuff. Yeah, the same concept as
Can't
juggling
help but
jammers,
notice
yeah.
that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Yeah, this is so cool. Alright, let's go to 2. I mean, this is so beautiful. What is this off the beaten path thing here? Just curious. Tetramino. Okay. I think 2 is over here. This is so big. Oh, okay. Check out the terminal. 2 text and an audio one, which I like that we can... Oh, it's second Trevor. Yes. World Spirit. What is it that drives historical processes? It's easy to dismiss the idea of the great man, or the great woman for that matter, when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. There we go. But is there no space at all for the individual in all this? Are there not moments when in Hegelian fashion, An individual may represent the world spirit itself. Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that itself another form of determinism? 5358. From Augustus to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose actions seem to drive rather than merely be driven by history. They make bold choices for good or ill that transform entire societies, or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not ultimately just the expression of a historical moment? 5358. But if they are, where is the space for human agency? It sometimes seems to me that all of human history has been that one struggle to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history, and heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. Our greater goal then ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate, as much as that is possible in this universe. Founding 2, from Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 14. Melampus, what the fuck? Melampus, and Yemo went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They've not returned yet, which means that we are stretched a little thin, since we are still posting guards at all times. But those large herbivores haven't come back yet, and at any rate, Eustachius reassures us, I think I messed that up, assures us that they are not aggressive, but it's better not to take any chances, not when there's so few of us, and so many of them. Athena and Cornelius and Eustachius spend most of their time drawing up plans and arguing, in a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like background noise after a while. There's a hexadecimal string there. We have started construction on the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for now, but we'll all be glad to get out of the rain. Let's hear it from Trevor.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
Okay, Trevor. I like the way you think. This one's called Mutual Aid. Alright. We're going to start pretty basic per usual. It would appear that we want to drill this hole through. And then we can move on to here. But we have another problem. What happens if you take it? It just automatically goes away. Oh, there's an... What is that? Oh, that's a jammer. This is my first time using a jammer. I used it in the beginning, but it was like the old school jammer. This is like new school jammer. Alright, so I guess the idea is pretty simple here. We're going to do an inside out jam so that I can take this back. We don't need that anymore. Probably want to do something like this. Maybe this. I'm not sure yet. I love how there's like trees and stuff inside of the puzzle. You can see like it's growing over it. We can't go through this, right? There's no way to climb through your own hole. It reminds me of Portal. Yo. Yonk. Stop, Juicy. How's it going there, man? Okay, interesting concept here. What is it I wanted to do again? I'm curious if you can jam through. Oh, you can do it like that. That's sick. So here's what I'm thinking. If we jam this, but like right next to it, can we maybe grab the jammer through the hole? Yes. But we're done with you. Well, perhaps not. Well, let's see what the rest of the puzzle. They gave me these walls here for a reason, probably. Yeah. And that's our piece. So we're gonna need one more object. Or something. There's an order to this madness. Ho 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 ho. Right. So I want to try something first. Wait, is this like a one and done thing? Or am I just confused? I had to think through the process of the driller. You aren't going to let me back in. Because what exactly does that do for me? Doing good playing Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Bulge. Baldur's Bulge 3. No. I don't think it's... I think I just have to think this through a little bit better. If I jam it like that. Oh. That's even weirder. It just goes right through. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a little tricky. But I guess my goal... How does that help me? I think I'm doing the same thing. I love the physics. What was my method of getting that through there? There's only one way to get out, so you're gonna have to do that for me. I see. I think I see. We'll want to jam that door from this side and take the driller with me. Never mind. I forgot the driller is doing that work for us. But that's okay. Okay, yeah, I overthought this. a little bit. Because now I can just take you with me. I didn't think about taking you with me. I love the running sideways stuff. Yeah, that was a little simpler than I made it out to be. New DLC? They already came out with new DLC, eh? What kind of DLC we talking? Like a mission, a couple missions?
Why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Uh-oh. I see what you're saying. Baldur's Bulge. Baldur's... That's hard for me to say. Baldur's Bulge 3 is your DLC. Let's go to 3. Per usual with new concepts, I tend to overthink them. But man, when they start combining these new things with the old stuff, like they just did, I like it. I like it. Here we go. Back up. So we have a driller, which gives us this. Amazing. Oh. And is this in the way? Yeah, okay. So you're also going to be doing one of those. There we go. And I'm itchy. And this is going to make for some tricky stuff. But we have our first RGB converter. Okay. So we're gonna need you next. What is that? It's red, and that's another connector. Let's just take what the game gives us right off the bat. Take the red to the red. Awesome. Now we have another connector. So this is the fun part. We need blue and red to make green. This is called backup. And I don't see a tricky distance here. What about... No, they covered that well. They covered that well. But it seems like we're gonna need a set of right? Doesn't that keep this up? I don't wanna fix that for no reason. But my idea is that we will take this guy with this guy, and that creates the green I needed. I think it's just an angle thing now. Yeah. It's a good puzzle.
Not bad, 1K.
Thank you, Melville. Yeah, I didn't want to get hung up in the whole, like, oh, I have 2, and how am I going to pull it off? I kind of saw it right away with the whole, like, I had a driller, I only needed access to 1. Because this guy does kind of double up as a connector, sort of. It can take in emitters. Anywho, it's 3 of 8. Let's go to 4. Hey, should we talk? Probably should. But tonight I'm just feeling puzzles, you know? I just want to do puzzles. Alright, the next one. Placement. So this is all about your placement. That's interesting, huh? As if... You can't jump in, can you? I would get stuck anyways. Let's also see how these behave. Same like connectors. You're gonna need a hexahedron. And this is your goal. So does that mean there's a gemmer in this puzzle? Oh. There's a connector. We have a driller. So why don't we just drill this wall? And grab this connector. Awesome. We have 2 hands. Why can't we hold 2 things? I'll never understand. Just let me hold 2 things. Easier maneuverability. Anyway, not a big deal. Right. What is the relevance of the blue emitter? Am I not seeing that? Oh. Oh, how about that? I didn't see that at all. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that is a... Oh, yeah, this is something. Now, why would I want you, though? Oh, no, that's a driller, not an RGB converter. Duh. All right. Well, I probably should drill first. And how far can you drill from? Oh, from any distance you'd like. So this is all about placement, they say. All about placement. What kind of placement are we talking about? I don't think they're gonna want me to do any other new jump. In fact, they don't even let me back up. Let's just put it there and see what happens. Oh, it fell. Right, so we would need the hexahedron. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to these details a little bit more. And maybe that's why we have this guy to just be placed there, which would open this. Okay, very cool. I like that. Steady progression. Attention to detail is key. I'm still getting used to what walls are drillable. And I guess that means I can take this back then. Alright, we have a hexahedron. We have a connector, and we have a driller. Now, in a perfect world... Well, right off the bat, my idea is that this might have to be where my blue source goes. And then I think I want to shut this off and possibly do something like... Well, that won't work, will it? Well, maybe. Maybe it will. But I think I did this in the wrong order. Yeah, because this will do it. Well, all it needs to be drilled is from any angle, really. Like, I'm thinking if you just drilled here, you're going to be able to see in there. That's okay. I just need to make another connection. Well, I guess you can't make that connection yet. Until you get a little bit closer. Whoops, I forgot to grab my buddy. I love how you can do so many things while holding. Now that I've made that connection, and I have you selected, right? Okay, good. Yeah. Cool. Very good.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
Right, but I'm looking at whatever that is, which looks like what a connector would see. Yeah. It's a static connector, I think. Yeah, look at that. Look at these little sons of bitches. So something from a puzzle, I'm gonna need to admit to it. Cool. Wonder what for. Probably a star. Maybe. Who knows? Duet. This is duet. We can drill like that. That's interesting, huh? But it's not enough for us to grab. But we'll need the jammer. Oh, we have a lot of steps here. Do we have a hexahedron in this? Still doesn't really help me. So none of these are in reach when you just initially... Isn't that a... Oh, so we can go through these normal barred fences, but we can't go through those fences. So really the only thing in play right now is this guy. And why is that relevant? If only I could grab you. The only way to activate that is getting inside. Ah, we have a predicament here. This is called duet. And how does this help me? Seems good and all. Seems like getting the jammer first would be key here. And of course I can't take you through, no. Basic mechanic. Huh. There's nothing fancy going on here. Whoa. First one so far that has successfully made me go, Wonder if there's something I'm not seeing exactly. Duet. How does any of this help me at all? Duet. There's my other driller. Gosh, it's so fast. So the driller drills holes that I cannot go through, but I can grab things through. The thing's not pre-jamming anything, is it? No. Yeah, I'm a little stumped. For sure. For now. It's such a cool mechanic. I want you. I want you, buddy. It just strictly does that. How does this help me? I need to explore that a little bit more. Wonder if I should be this stumped or not. Regardless, I am. Duet. Oh my god. Yeah, that makes sense. I can probably click the button from there. I didn't think about that. Yeah. The shame. The shame! Wow! A little further than I thought it'd be. Now, if I jam that, there would be no point of doing it that side, huh? Okay, progress. Just had to, use the brain. Like, I saw the switch, but I don't know. I didn't think I could touch it from there. But that makes sense. You could typically grab from that distance, so why couldn't you use it? Okay. That's good. That fan's on, so I can always get back in there. Therefore, if I were to jam... What if I wanted you to come out? Is that helpful to me? Well, what can you see from there? Yeah. That's good. This is good. It's a good puzzle. I should, in theory, be able to see that wall, which I can then just climb ladder. Yeah, I guess in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have been so stumped, but that's okay. So this is interesting. This will give you another, perspective? Maybe not quite. I don't think there's a way out of this. Hold on. Our next puzzle. So our next goal, is there an angle through that? Perhaps? Perhaps if I gave it an angle? Could be skipping a step here. Oh, I didn't think about that, did I? Oh, but then I need duet. So they're gonna need to work together in a sense? 'Cause you're not doing anything now. Maybe not quite. But I can still jam through. So I could technically, just see enough. And now it's just a matter of getting through. It's just a matter of getting through. So hold up. I have you jamming for me. Well, hold on. Maybe I need to get this other jammer out, because I think I ran into a conundrum where I could do the same hole this way and re-enable that, but I can't get it through. I could sit here and rack my brain about trying to get this guy back out, but my jammer is... Hold on, are we fucked? I don't think we're fucked yet. Hold up. Damn. Was there a way for me to get 2 out? Maybe overcomplicating this, but let's find out. It's a good puzzle. I like this. So that allows us to jam. Which again does what exactly? Allows me to put this right here. Thus giving me 2 outside. Okay, now we're in better shape. Now we are in better shape. So there was like a 2-step process I had to do. First things first, I need to get, well, I guess I didn't have to do that, but it's all good. We have to remove you to this side. We then need, you're gonna shoot through. I may only need 1 for now. Oh, I see the problem. We need something set up. First. It's a little troublesome, no? It's a matter of just thinking this through. Hold on. It's a good puzzle. I mean, I can't get the jammer out, could I? Is there a way for me to get the jammer out? I don't think so. Duet. What is wrong with me? I had it solved. I'm just sitting here thinking like, what? That's why nothing makes sense, because it's already done. Good Lord. I'm thinking that, I don't know what I'm thinking, man. I thought I needed to get this through. I don't know what the fuck I'm going on. Over here, I guess I'm still not used to seeing this thing. I'm waiting for a sigil. I don't know. I have no idea.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's
Silly me.
pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers
That's
to crunch
hilarious.
before I can give you an answer. And I
Overthinking.
can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
I'm glad we don't get headaches. That is an overthinker situation right there. Alright, this is called Passage. Whoa. That's interesting. Where does this take me? Where does this take me? Okay, hold on. Let's just... Where is the goal? Up there? Yeah. So the goal at the end... I guess you need to get one of those out so that you can put it on the pressure plate. None of these are... These aren't static, right? Removing that turns it off. And you can go through. Well, I mean, I guess one of my concepts is this allows me to take this with me. And can I just do a mid-air drop? I can. But now we have problem 2.0. No, it's not a problem. No, it is a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. Now my fan's stuck. Oh, but it's not really a problem because we can just... Well, I need to stop drilling first. Gotta get used to that. Stop drilling and just leave it there. Drill. And then I should be able to just drop my driller through my hole. Okay, so now we have 2 drillers. We have 2 drillers. Oh, wait. What the hell? Oh. Oh. Okay, this changes a lot of things. We're gonna make a drop hole, a passage, if you will. Wow. That is cool. Okay, so that does... Well, yeah, I guess you're gonna have to do that for that, but... Did I screw up? No, because if I take this with me, I can jam him up there. Let's see. Let's see. This isn't like the end of the world. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So you're going to do 2 jobs for me. Nope, you're not doing the job for me. Because now I can just do what we call a mid-air drop. Oh, did you not get out? Fuck. I think that's what they're trying to teach me, right? Mid-air drops. A little mid-air drop action. Shouldn't this get the job done? Bada bing. I wonder if that's intentional. Seven. But wait, what is in here? Is this what we call
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
a lost puzzle?
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
Agreed. What the fuck? Another object? Stratton ideas. A fragment from... This is the origins of thought. A fragment from Stratton's The Origins of Thought, as quoted in a commentary by Simplicius, maybe? Of Cilicia. Anyway, Stratton, to say that material things are brought into my ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to, because it raises those who think above those who do. Nicomachus. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Then what is the truth that does not flatter? Stratton, that the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter. And so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay is shaped by its mold. Those who live in mountains fear cold. Those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens, and the Lacedaemonians by Sparta, and likewise it is for all peoples. But may ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action after the shape of the mold, as you put it, to discover a method for accomplishing this is the chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. Footnotes 12. The newly discovered Heraclean manuscript, likely a lost part of the Barocci collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between pneuma, the individual mind or spirit, described as an energy arising from matter, and ideas, which are produced by the pneuma as it interacts with the material world. Noma Project, version 0.05 deployed successfully, reversion to previous settings fixes malfunction, but what was the error? Cooling systems improved. 0.06 deployed, significant improvement in disassembly, new space carved out. Easy to destroy, harder to create, so easy to optimize only one aspect. 0.07, why do I always say that? Deployed successfully. 0.08 was halted, insufficient energy for trials. And now we can download the schematic.
The world is a wonderful place.
Miranda.
Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
Overload. Experience a data stream overload.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were lucky this time, but please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
I agree. Who the hell is Miranda? Maybe it's a nickname.
I don't recognize the voice either. Maybe we need to consider the possibility that it's someone new. Someone we've never met before.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
Okay. We just had our first data stream overload where we have met a mysterious woman named Miranda. But wait, did I ever get the schematic for this? Or I can't? What is that thing? This is locked too. Another palm reader. Untitled Draft, New Alexandria, and Ethics of Extinction. Untitled, St. Edwald identified the Tetragrammaton with the Tetragrammaton, and the Greek word for God, because to him the mathematical properties of the Tetragrammaton reflected God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as storyteller after all, took Edwald's heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obfuscation, and I suck, there is some kind of truth hidden in all of this. The world really is, in a sense, made of minute parts. Why is it so weird to me? Made of minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. And yet, the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but are in fact radically different and separate. New Alexandria from the Book of Reminiscence and Regret by Eustachius. Whoa, that's so weird when that does that. I think my camera is moving, but so is this. Oh, maybe I should use the left stick. Okay. You're winding down. I love you. I love you too, babe. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were a few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin and our resources extremely limited. It was a harsh time, but I felt passionate about the work, fired up by the many sacrifices that had brought us here. From the Ian team to the people of Gehenna, whose code was part of my personality. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans Drennin's team had left behind. I don't think they had expected the simulation to take as long as it did, but it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria. As the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem, I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of a local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Damn. Of all of my many regrets, this is the greatest. New Alexandria. Ethics of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example. If dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, there's no difference. It's all just life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without the anthropogenic factors? The anthropogene era, the anthropogenic factors. Extinction is the norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should we let them go extinct? When the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be a tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. You don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive. You just oppose human control. You oppose our ability and responsibility to choose. That's pretty deep. What a jump. So, yeah, I don't know what this is. If this is like a lost puzzle or something. I'm not sure yet. But it's red, so I guess I can't do it. And I've seen these rooms too. I wonder if this is just an extra detail. I can't do anything to that. I don't think. Okay. 7. Here's another one of these weird eye things. God, it's huge. This world is huge.
There's another one of those monuments.
That? You're right. Eye of the Needle. Eye of the Needle. So something thin. I think you're going to be doing 2 sort of jobs. Very nice. Is there anything else in there? Blue, which leads us to this side. And then we need blue or a jammer to complete it. I don't know if there is a jammer. Eye of the Needle. Let's grab this connector while we are here. I feel as though possibly that's the end of this side. We now have 3 objects. And what do we need again? Well, blue to blue would get us there. Let's mess with this for now and see what it does. What is the relevance of that? It allows us to see through to there. And why would we want that? Because we can't bend the corner, but we can... That's interesting. But we still have a jammer. I wonder if one of them's a red herring, but I should probably work on getting it. Right now, I'm not seeing a way. But let's... But that's not to say it can't jam something else for me through there. But I can't even see a way to get there. Could it just be bullshit? Hey, this fence is... No, you silly goose. You can get in there. We know these simple things, man. Come on. Hello? It's a short fence. The issue, though, is that... No. For now, this is fine. So we figured out that. That's good. I'd say that's good progress. Why is that relevant? Well, I don't need either of these things now. Still didn't get the jammer out though, but I'm not entirely sure that that is possible. And you can't jam that way, but I could potentially jam that door instead. So let's get our stuff back. That door. Let's just have it doing that job, so even if I move it, it's already doing it. And what does that exactly benefit me? Or how does that exactly benefit me? I only have one connector, but I don't need it because... and that's the whole pinhole thing. Yeah. So this is going to be our setup. But we have a wall issue, which I think can be alleviated just like this. Very nice. Love that. Okay.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still
Miranda.
harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here. But experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
Okay, I see. So there's different... These are my audio logs I've found. Whoops. These are the text logs. Or the, yeah, the pieces of text I found from the terminals, or the palm readers. And what is this? Found on a Sphinx monument on the wooded plateau. Taking a reference photo in case I want to figure this out later. 2478. I did that. I don't remember seeing that. Must have just walked right past it. Cool. Okay. A couple things to check out. Why is it doing that? Here. Yakut gold puzzles, a set of strange... Yeah, I did this in E1, I think. Looks like there's an additional set of puzzles protected by golden gates that can't be accessed yet. Assuming there is some kind of logical pattern to all of this, those gates will probably open up once the correct conditions are met. Does that mean solving all the other puzzles, or maybe something else as well? Hard to know at this point, so perhaps something we should prioritize much later. Yeah, I think it has to do with finding the 2 stars in the world, perhaps. I don't know, there's some things on there that are standing out, like the 2 circles at the bottom middle-ish. But there might be 4 other things. I'm not sure. But like you said, we'll prioritize that much later. Byron, the Prometheus Spark. Prometheus seems to want to help us succeed one way or another. The mythological Prometheus was a trickster, and it seems his holographic equivalent has similar tendencies. These sparks seem designed to allow us to skip puzzles, a function which appears to run counter to whatever intent there is behind this place. Still, the terminals for using them are right there in the puzzle, so Prometheus must have some legitimate authority in all this. Sparks can be recovered by properly solving the puzzles. And I guess... Still don't get why you can retry the puzzles when you're done. But that's interesting. So I guess if you skip one, you come back later and you're like, oh, I get it now. You take back your spark. Cool. And then Yakut and Lost Puzzles. Oh, good. Some puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Some of the puzzles seem to be disconnected from the rest. They are still functional and can be used to power the bridge device, which means it should be possible to reach the tower without solving every main puzzle. But they don't seem to be properly integrated. Could they be remnants from a previous iteration of the design? That's interesting because I haven't found any. Unless I did and I don't know. Lost Labs. Oh, that's the lab that I found. And I like that it fills in to let me know. I really like when things are made that way. It helps me track things. But I still haven't found any lost puzzles, but it sounds like I need to explore off the beaten path. So maybe I'll run through the mains and then I go back through to East 1 and do all the stuff, and East 2 do all the stuff, but I'll just keep running through the mains for now. Sick. Okay, this was a good puzzle. What is that? Turn switch on. It said 2478. Right? Where was that? 2478. Probably in that order. Maybe that's what that weird connector thing was. I'll hold off on that. Considering I need to solve 8 first, and I should go to 2, and then 4, and then 7, and then 8. I'll try that and see what the hell happens. So 8 is up ahead. Right here. Seesaw. These are getting tricky, and I kind of miss having RGB converters. Will I regret saying that? Probably. Seesaw. And just to make it clear, we can shoot through these Like, I know this is not right. Yeah. So these, excuse me, these gates, they don't bar us. But right off the bat, we need red. Let's grab this guy in case we need it. And that's blue. And how does the shortcut through help us? Does it still stop? Oops. No, because we're always going to have that cross path. But what if we had it going that way? Through this. Right there. Then blue would, in theory, have a path. Is that really making a difference? I don't know, but I'd like to see it. So what was my idea? Like this? We can make that work. Oh. Oh no, we're good. Okay. No, we have an issue there. So that doesn't really solve anything for me. This is called seesaw. And what we gonna be seesawing? What if red was... I don't even need to do that, so it's not even really helping me. Or perhaps I can't. That still doesn't help me. Never been one for good angles. Seesaw. So seesaw is like this. How does that help me? Well, I need to think about we can't have a block. Like, how can red get there without being in the way? Without it, like, constantly being in the way. But we can shoot through this, which is very interesting. Like, yay, amazing, but they wouldn't introduce like super advanced mechanics yet, would they? Because that would be fucked up. Like Gehenna type shit. Like if I wanted this to control... Nah, I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to overthink it. There's a mechanic here that I am not thinking about. How can the driller help me? It's a seesaw. So why don't we try... Let's take this to the other side. For one, is there even a direct shot for you? Yeah, you can make it all day, but we're gonna have a crisscross conundrum. But like, hold up, where's red? Okay, so like, if I only let it come through here. Oof. I might need that second one, actually. To set this up. First and foremost. What is my way of thinking about this? Okay, because now it's open, right? My idea is to create a seesaw. Because it's relying on that, and this is relying on that. If I get rid of this, I'm trapped behind here, but I should be able to open up this, and we're done. Cool. I like that. It's a good puzzle.
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
Let's see if these guys add anything.
I've been meaning to talk to you.
I haven't been
This,
talking to them.
Vision you had, the data stream overload. How did it feel?
Well, to be honest, Al, kind of shocked me. And then I thought it was really cool. But it was unpleasant at first.
Don't you worry that maybe your first impression was correct? And after that, your mind was basically being hijacked?
Nah, I wasn't hijacked, Al. Relax.
Just don't take this too lightly, okay? We're sturdier than our ancestors, but a mind is still a fragile thing. Go ahead.
His name is Alcatraz. They call him Al.
Me? Well, I was born when New Jerusalem was a lot smaller than it is now, and there was a lot of work to do. I wasn't really interested in technical stuff, engineering and so on, but I was good at keeping things organized. So I got involved with the administration side of things. Making sure the scavenging teams focused on the right materials, keeping track of our energy usage, that sort of thing. I think we've accomplished what the founder wanted us to, and I'm proud that I helped make that happen. Byron doesn't see it that way, obviously, but I think sometimes he gets so lost in his dreams that he forgets to look at the real world.
No worries. I'll call you Allie, baby, if that happens. I thought it'd be good to catch up with these guys. But yeah, I don't really want to call him Alcatraz. It seems kind of odd because they call him Al. You can call me Al. Do you consider Byron a friend?
Of course. My best friend, in fact.
Oh.
And someone I've worked with hundreds of times over the centuries. A good person who cares about the world and the people in it. I just also think he's wrong about everything and extremely annoying.
Fair. I like that you can disagree and still be friends.
The founder taught us that we must never lose track of other people's humanity, even if they disagree with us. We're all in this together, even if we can't always see eye to eye.
Alright. Alright, maybe I'm done talking. I gotta stay away from that spacebar. Alright, Al, you be good now, buddy. You take care now. I know there are lost puzzles, so I'm thinking about just doing the mains and then coming back after I finish everything in East. And just exploring more, like really wrapping up East, at least to the best of my ability. Wow. So this was a lost lab. I found the one lost lab. But there are also lost puzzles, so if I just go off the beaten path, maybe I'll stumble upon one. If I see one, I'll definitely do it. Oh, and there's also the 2478 thing, actually. I kind of want to do that. It's kind of, I thought that was a cave. The Stranger Things vibes. Uh-oh. Got caught in a falling animation. It's beautiful. Some good puzzles in this one. So where the fuck am I? What is this? Keeping connections.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem
Oh, this is a lost puzzle.
disconnected from the rest. Like it's
Yeah.
all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
Okay, this is keeping connections in a lost, one of the first lost puzzles I've found. Now that I understand the concept that there are some that are just not on the path, I'll go back to E1 when I'm done with, I guess, everything in East and try to get it all done. If you watch Talos 1, I do like to do everything I can. Whether that means with help or not. It's like we're looking through these holes. We have red. We know that red can go, the beams can go through. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, before I get into this, I have to take a piss, fill up my water. Be right back. I don't have that alt tab anymore. BRB. Thanks for listening to Smooth Jazz. I'm 1087 Garyank FM Radio. Back with more Talos 2. Okay, we found, Lost Puzzle. That's where I'm at. Lost Puzzle. Feel a little off-centered sometimes from the camera, but hey. Fuck it. I think I'm good. So, right off the bat, I could have a red connection. Ooh. You have this section too, which we can't bring things through. And then we have that, which would open this. It would be nice to be able to grab you. And then, what is the end goal? Oh, we still have these. I wonder what will light up. Okay, so the goal is to get red all the way through. Doesn't seem like there's any trickiness. We have 2 connectors and a driller. So let's just take a look at this. You also can't get it that way. So really this is no good. That is interesting, but it doesn't really help me. Because as soon as you take away the driller, you lose it. Any weird drill spots? That'd be nice, huh? There's not any other objects that I'm missing, right? I don't think so. Just want to make sure of that. So there's no point in thinking about this yet. But we do know we need to get red all the way over. So now it's just about racking the old brain and thinking, how can we get a red beam through? Now, I would want to be careful with doing anything permanent. Like, what would that actually do for me? Oh, it's actually pretty good. Okay. Wait. I gotta think about what I just did. It's not exactly what I want. We're on to something, though, potentially. I'd love to get that to go through. What does that do for me? Doesn't really do a goddamn thing. Now, does it? Putting something in there would be pointless, because I grabbed it from there. It's tricky. For right now, all I can do is connect through. Wouldn't it be nice to transfer that son of a bitch? You know? How can we do that? That's the tricky thing, now isn't it? I tell ya. What happens if you... I don't want to use it. I'm just curious what happens. You have tokens. Nah, fuck that. I just haven't seen that prompt yet. The lost puzzle. I mean, I guess I'm really willing to fuck around. Just with different angles on this. Right, like... Is it, like, possible for me to keep that connection and just stick this through? Can it see? Oh, it can't see. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I tried that. That is... I didn't think it had the angle, but I'm glad I'm just trying shit. Now that we have that... Ooh. We have our next tricky biz. But we figured that part out, which is awesome. Which is super awesome. And now I can take that out. I don't need that anymore. Where's my other thing at? Can I see it? Is there just a simple angle thing? Oh, okay. Then this shouldn't be that bad. I guess it was just the working out of the initial puzzle. There's always that initial stumper. So it should be just a matter of connecting it. Cool. That was a good puzzle. And let's see what happens here. Because it's not a normal puzzle. Does it indicate somewhere on there that it's lost? I like that. I like when things get tricky like that. That's very, very cool. It almost reminds me of like Gehenna when they in the star puzzles in Gehenna. They're like, okay, here's some basic shit, but now we're gonna fuck with you. Yeah, laser beam blocking. Good luck. That blew my mind for a bit. That was really hard. Okay, cool. We found... Ah, I didn't see this. That's one of the lost puzzles. So now if I look at my map... Okay, it's lit up. Sick. Okay. Let's check social media. Doge, which I think is how you would pronounce his name, is connecting you to a friend. I relayed your responses to my friends, and they have reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? Sure. Yeah, go ahead. So, you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in an advisory capacity, trying to guide our city to prosperity. People who know things which would only scare or confuse the average citizens. I have 5 such friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you. Who are these people? I can't yet tell you their names, but I can tell you a little about them. The first is an engineer by trade, tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. The second is a scholar of some repute, thinks the big questions have answers in our code. The third as well is hard to pin down. A practitioner, let's say, of the esoteric arts. The fourth is a member of the political establishment, and the fifth, well, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. So is there someone you think would make a good match? I'd rather hear which is most interested in me. Your answers to my questions and our observations of your behavior elsewhere has given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person that I should put you in touch with. You are strongly attuned to the nature of good and evil and committed to doing what you believe is right. Your support would mean a great deal to my scholarly friend. He's dedicated his life to the understanding of ethics and is sure we can flourish under proper moral guidance. Are you happy for me to put you in touch? Yeah, sure. Yes, please do. Okay, I'll send an introduction in due course. Not what it seems. Get involved behind the scenes. We're at 20% already on trophies. It's awesome. The progenitor. Wow. Is that Alexander Drennan? Hi everyone. This is the latest in my portrait series. I have always had a deep respect for the progenitor Alexandra Drennan. She didn't just create the founder and save humanity, she also tried to instill us with a sense of beauty and wonder. It was good to be human, Alexandra Drennan. As usual, please keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but how it makes you feel. Budahas. Beautiful work, Radaman. Gives me a bittersweet, wistful feeling. She must have been a great person. Jefferson. To me, it really captures her bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown at her. Thecla. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict the progenitor in this way. I agree, this really highlights her bravery in the face of death. We shouldn't forget other people contributed too. This painting makes me sad. How does this look again? How do I feel? Yeah, why can't I choose something? There we go. Radam. Oh, that's a picture of her connector. Jefferson, well, she says thank you 1K. Or here she says thank you 1K. Jefferson says, it's frightening to imagine having a lifespan of less than 100 years and then having that cut short even more while your world collapses. And then Radayam replies, and all she ever thought about was helping other people. She was good. The mystery of Miranda. For anyone who missed it, Byron's expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person, someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? What does this mean? Urania. Maybe there's another city out there. Who says there's only one simulation? Maybe there are thousands of people we've never met. Doxicles? I really hope so. Thecla. There is only one founder. So Goran. I hate to agree with Thecla, but all the historical evidence we have points to that conclusion. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. Helga. There's more. Oh, right, this is Helga. Yeah, she's interesting. There's more that we don't know than there is that we know. It's true. So Goran, that sentence is going to make my brain crash. Jacques. Why do we think Miranda is from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. I'd like to hear more about these other items. Could be humans. Could humans... Dude, why do I suck tonight? Do human beings really build all that? Could human beings really build all that? Yeah, sure. If you believe that, you probably think humans built the Egyptian pyramids too. That's because they did, you buffoon. We'll see if you still think I'm a buffoon when Miranda, abducts 1K and starts probing his data ports. Alright. While I run around looking for 2, 4, 7, and 8, I'll also keep an eye out for other lost puzzles. That was a cool puzzle. Hold on, I need to find my way home. And I don't know where that is. That was 4. Give me a roadblock. Here we go. 1 is this way. Who this? Yakut, what's up? I can't talk right now. I'm busy. I'm running. Oh, this is home base. We need to build the bridge. Right here. Wait, no, that's not what I'm doing yet. I'm doing 2, 4, 7, 8, right? Shit. 2, 4, 7, 8. I get so distracted. This is 1. You tell me that 2 is also this way. What the? Right, they did say there's a lot of deer here. My first thought is, can I shoot it? Should I follow the deer? Could the deer lead me to something? Or is it just wildlife? I'm following it. Let me ride it. Let me mount this deer. Hold square to mount. Alright, I don't think there's anything special with the deer. Interesting. 4 is this way. You never know, the deer could lead you to something. They said this is the land of the deer, but I only saw 1. This is 3. Gosh. I traveled some distance. Well, what the fuck is this? Yakut. Oh, you're just analyzing? I just haven't seen that yet. Kind of freaking me out a little bit. What is this? Is this 4? Yes. 2, 4. We're still good. 7 and 8. Wait, that would lead me back. It's probably this way. This is the way I went? No, this is lost. So that means... What does that mean? This is the way then, I'd imagine. What is this? I missed this.
While exploring the forest,
Lift.
I came across
Lift
a
us here.
sight of primal force. A beautiful stag standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun. It appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones. It was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust. There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
Okay. Interesting. This is the last one. Something just occurred. Lifts us here? Touch grass. Read 10 social media entries. Touch grass. That's hilarious. Gouda. So 1K found a recording of Liftrasir. And what an odd recording, too. I know he's one of the first companions, and I don't actually know that much else about him. Don't think I've ever seen him around either. Can someone explain? Niam? Liftsasir always had an unusual perspective. Even in the beginning, he traveled a lot, sometimes leaving for years. He built a kind of mobile recharging station, so he didn't need to come back to the city as often. Although it was quite risky, as the solar panels had a tendency to break rather quickly. But he had no problem taking risks if he felt they were necessary, and exploration was necessary to him. Liftsasir would record his thoughts as he explored and then publish them when he returned. Over the centuries, he accumulated a group of admirers, or disciples if you prefer. In the period of crisis surrounding Athena's disappearance, they left the city, headed into the unknown, and we haven't heard from them since. Is the recording I found one of those he published back in the day? No, not as far as I can tell. Perhaps it's something he decided to shelve, or something he shared with close friends like Athena. Gouda. Thank you. That was informative. So, something certainly just happened with this set of stuff. Let's just look around a bit. Also, another palm reader I missed here. Three text. Fuck, I hate reading. The New Theology. From the New Theology by George Bernard Shaw, the object of the whole evolutionary process is to realize God. That is to say, instead of the whole old notion that creation began with a God, a personal being who, being perfect, created something lower than himself. The aim of the New Theology is to turn that process the other way and to conceive of the force behind the universe as working up through imperfection and mistake to a perfect organized being, having the power of fulfilling its highest purposes. That is one sentence right there. That is a run-on sentence right there. In a sense, there is no God as yet achieved, but there is that force at work making God, struggling through us to become an actual organized existence, enjoying what to many of us is the greatest conceivable ecstasy, the ecstasy of a brain and an intelligence, actually conscious of the whole, and with executive force capable of guiding it to a perfectly benevolent and harmonious end. That is what we are working to. L1C, oh, this is Niam. From Lives of the First Companions by Randolph 777. After all, after these events, Niam decided to consult the writings of the ancients, but while philosophy and religion interested her, it was art in all of its forms that came as a revelation. To her delight, she discovered that meaning was not something constructed purely out of logic or will, but that it could also be found in stories. That even when the characters and events of a story were not factual, they had a validity and weight, as if they somehow were real after all. She was astonished that such a profound experience was freely available to all humans, but concerned that too few took advantage of it. Damn. So she set out to enrich the inner lives of her fellow citizens by promoting the arts, starting with the legacy of Gehenna. Failed to load profile. Niam sounds nice. I would love to meet her one day. She must know more about New Jerusalem art history than anyone. Fail to low profile when we do. Remind me to explain how to pronounce her name. The default settings in the language libraries are wrong. Niam or Niam? Or maybe there's something else. Leviathan. From the introduction to Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. Nature, the art whereby God has made and governs the world, is, by the art of man, as in many other things, so in this also imitated, that it can make an artificial animal. For seeing life is but a motion of the limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within. Why may we not say that all automata, engines that move themselves by springs and wheels as does a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving motion to the whole body, such as was intended by the artificer? The artificer? Art goes yet further, imitating that rational and most excellent work of nature, man. For by art is created by the great Leviathan called a commonwealth or state, in Latin civitas, which is but an artificial man, though of greater stature and strength than the natural, for whose protection and defense it was intended, and in which the sovereignty is an artificial soul, as giving life and motion to the whole. Lastly, the pacts and covenants by which the parts of this body politic were at first made, set together and united, resemble that fiat, or the let us make man pronounced by God in the creation. Failed to load profile. It's obvious that Hobbes has read Stratton and is extrapolating the Talos principle to the level of the state. But unlike Stratton, all he wishes for at the end of the day is a powerful ruler to control this machine. Tell him what to do. By now, if you're watching this, you know that I suck at reading these philosophical sections of text. And while they are interesting, I am disliking them more and more as time goes on. Mainly because I suck at reading them. But something happened. Okay, that's 6. I thought I found another lost puzzle. That's 5. I turned something on. Could it be the Golden Gate? No, right? I think it has to do with that like weird laser, the connector I saw in the sky. Oh, but what's this? There's a light. One thing is lit up. You can see the cat and the terminal, the computer. One thing is lit up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, and there's this too. Damn, I didn't do very good at exploring it, did I?
We begin with the self because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact?
Yay! Made it across one bridge. There's 4 pieces to go right there. That'll be tricky, huh? Why don't we start with something like that? That doesn't make any difference. Oh, you have to... Whoops. Where do I take from? Oh, right here? I see. Okay. What if we did something real weird, right? Oh, whoops. Let's go that way. I think that would be a little too far. And we wouldn't get back home that way. So I don't like that at all. Scooter banana banana banana. That'll work. Our second tower. Wow.
Halt, creature of clay.
Door.
You have strayed from your garden and entered a domain that is beyond your ken. Turn back now, before you harm yourself and others. I am, like you, another lost child of Hephaestus in the kingdom of Artemis.
Estes.
But though I am lost, I know my purpose. To stand between you and the flame. Prometheus had no authority to summon you. He is rash and foolish and given to trickery. But his schemes lead only to ruin. Therefore heed my warning. The flame is not for you.
Flame. We need to know what is going on here for the safety of New Jerusalem. We need to know more about these technologies for the future of New Jerusalem. We are not just going to leave because you had a bad experience with a magic box.
You speak in jest, as Prometheus is wont to. And like him, you are a fool.
Wooded Plateau.
How many
Activate the
of those
tower of the
bloody
Wooded
things are
Plateau.
there?
I think that was Pandora, which matches the other one being Prometheus.
They seem to be locked in some kind of conflict.
Might be wise to avoid getting caught in the crossfire until we understand what these entities actually are.
Hell yeah. Let's search this island for the other lost puzzle. It's so vast. Because right now, we have... I can't do the Golden Gates yet, I don't think. And I'm okay with that. Haven't even seen a single star. I don't even know what they look like. I mean, of course, it's going to look like a star, but I mean, you know, everything has little enhancements in this game. But I did find one lost puzzle. That makes me want to go back to E1. Yo, what's up, Melly? Young Mel's. Did I talk on that? I think I did. Let's see. Yeah. Did that early on. Activate towers 2 of 3. In tonight's stream, this episode, I don't think I'm gonna do E3. But I do need to go and search a little bit. Oh wait, what's that? I didn't miss that. Oh shit. Mistress of Riddles. Solve one Sphinx
Every
monument.
answer leads to another question. The last answer leads to the first question.
What?
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
Oh, I just got a star. That was a star? Stars. I've discovered what seems like another mystery to solve. Stars, clearly inspired by the simulation, which are gained by solving puzzles related to these monuments to Pandora, Prometheus, and the Sphinx. Perhaps these stars are somehow related to what Yakut dubbed the astronomical temple. So, are they all going to be like a number thing? Probably not. Because that was like a super basic one. Here's 4 numbers. And I just happened to see that. Because I'm pretty sure that hasn't been on the other stuff, has it? Probably not. That was a good puzzle. That one had me stumped for a little bit. Until I realized that you could touch that, and then it wasn't that bad. Anywho, I need to go off the beaten path. What is this? That was 8, yeah. So let's go run around. Oh, we found another one. Okay, that wasn't that bad. But it does make you wonder. I'll do that in a second. What else have I just not discovered? It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful world that they have built. I found my first star though, so that's awesome. So yeah, I guess I could still save star hunting for the end. Okay, let's jump into this second lost puzzle. That's what it's called, right? Lost puzzle. And then I'll go back to this and look for the lost puzzles and lost labs. But then I'll do E3, Eastern Wetlands. So this was called Grasslands Ring. And this is Wooded Plateau. God damn it. And that's Eastern Wetlands, E3. Okay, I love this structure. Loop. This is called Loop. So far, oh, you can deselect too? Oh, I was talking shit. You can deselect. That's freaking sick. deselect all is by holding them. Wow, what a great feature. That's something special. We're going to create a loop, and I'm so curious as to how. That is cool. What does this do for me? We need 2 things on here to unlock it. So far, technically speaking, I could get that through, but we would need this. See if that really helps me. This is interesting as well. Not very interesting though. Let's not get too caught up in that. Let's just stick with what the puzzle is giving me. The fact that you can deselect is amazing. And what is the loop? Getting stuff to this side. Maybe not me. What? Hold on. Is that already there? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? What the hell just happened? No. I'm resetting this. How did that get over there? There's a whole loading screen for that. What the fuck? That made me rethink reality for a second. What did I just do? Okay. All right. Everybody calm down. Just calm down. I wouldn't know. That is bizarre. That is just doesn't make any sense. Look, we're all watching this, right? It's right there. What the fuck? Did I just like not see what I did? I mean, okay, so yeah, I must have like accidentally did that and didn't notice. Curious. Okay. It's called loop. But I basically just lost access to this. No? Crazy stuff, man. That's some crazy stuff. Let's think about... You need this to keep this door open, but like, what if I had the hexahedron on the other side? That's confusing, yeah. That's interesting. It's interesting indeed. That is interesting indeed. What the fuck? What the loop? Hold on. When this started, that was on that side. Let's reset this again. Because that's a development, but it does seem like I'm almost screwed out of it, but... Is this game messing with me? No, okay, so it can't be as simple as that. This is juicy stuff. This is juicy stuff. This is nuts. If I did it this way, if I do it this way, let's try this way. All right. Let's get that blown all the way through. That, all I did was I guess I could basically just reverse my work. But it's an interesting concept, except why did I even do that? Because if I do, what did I even just gain from that? If anything. Right? You didn't gain anything. But it is interesting. But I guess now I know that I can, I'm not screwed unless I put the thing in there. This is a bizarre puzzle. This is a good one. What is the method to the madness here? I also don't want to sleep on the fact that I can do this. But I don't know if it's really helpful. because I can't really do this. It's all good. It's all good. Slowly but surely, we're coming up with things. So drilling it this way does... I need to think of a way to get two things into there. And that's the tricky part, obviously, but because I can't do anything without you being connected. What if I got you through somehow and then made the connection this way? That won't work. I don't think it'll work. Oh, I like this though. These are the kind of thinkers that I like. And this is called loop. How are we creating a loop? Being on the inside. I gotta think. I don't want to just completely think this is out of the picture, but it kind of feels like it might be. Right, I guess the loop part is that I can bring things in and out in a loop fashion, potentially. I think they purposely built this in a manner that if I wanted it it's kind of floating. Like I wouldn't be able to get through. So that's on purpose. What the? Well, I think that might be a glitch. I don't know. I feel like that just glitched through. And I also don't know how that even helps me. If it even does. I don't think it does. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one, man. Okay, let's reset it again. Wow, I like this. Yeah. That's something. This gives us this and this. And that's important because... Damn, this is a good ass puzzle. Gosh, I hope that's not a red herring. Blowing that through, I mean, it doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, I guess it's something, though. But, like, why? Why are we doing these things? So what else can I gain from doing that? I wouldn't even be able to set that up anyway. I don't see how that's helpful. I've had that from the beginning, so I really haven't done anything different. I can't think of a way to get this fucker through. I wanna... Three things can't make this work, right? It just can't work. I don't think it can work. What if you did 2 jobs instead? Does that help me? Because in reality, what's the difference? You know? What's really the fucking difference? Huh. I'm missing a key step here. I'm struggling to see the benefit. I'm struggling to see the benefit. This is a good puzzle. All I can do is move one thing. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this ends the puzzle when I do that. I don't see there's a win after that, you know? Blowing one more thing doesn't do anything for me either. I hope it's not no parkour shit. That would be dumb. But I did learn that I can smuggle. The parkour action is not gone. We may have reached the end, but I can smuggle this out, which is good. It's good to know. From this puzzle, I can smuggle. Oh shit. These walls do look kind of interesting. That would be too easy. What was that? Still, I don't see how this benefits me, but I am just now curious about what I can pull off. What does this game allow me to get away with? That seems too easy. To get in and out. I swear to God. I do think this might have to do with that connector thing. This is like too easy for me to get out. You know what I mean? And usually when they're this easy, there's a reason. Right? And now look, now I'm right back in. But that doesn't really do anything for me. Does it? Well, I guess that would make me trapped inside. If I set this up a little smarter before. But it's nuts that I can get a hex and this out of the puzzle. Without struggling too hard. But this can't be the actual solution. Like, I don't want to believe that. I think if I had set up the tunnel thing, I could also escape with the tunnel thing. I think you see where I'm going with this. Cheesy goodness. That can't be the real solution. I don't even want to solve it that way. Because I'm missing an intended mechanic, man. But I could solve it. I'm not gonna, but it's interesting. Unless that really is the way to solve it. How would I know? I don't know. I think I'm missing a key part of this, though. But that is very good to know that I think I can leave this place with all of this stuff. I think there's going to be some secret shit on this island that I'm going to need at least one of these things, if not all of them. I did see that weird connector on one of the objects out there. One of the structures, I mean. I don't think that's the proper way to do it. But it does seem really easy to get out. This is the troubling part, man. What benefit do I have doing that? Nothing, really. How can I actually legitimately get two objects out? Or through? About the extent of how far I get until I get stumped. Besides the parkour way. Look at that jump. I don't think there's any jump stuff like that. Oh, this is a good one. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You are a good puzzle that I cannot figure out for the life of me. We do have purple. Blue. There's no way to get you in here. Still see you. There's no difference. I know I can get things all the way through, but I can only figure out how to do it one way. Or with one object, I mean. Smuggling you through. Well, what if I just did it the opposite way? Hold on. What if I just did it the opposite way? Why are we so hung up when I could still just do this? Okay, I've got you on the other side now. Oh, that solves all of this, bruh. What the fuck? Damn, that took me way too long. Yeah. Yeah, you son of a bitch. Man, that makes perfect sense. That took me too long to realize. But hey, it happens, my friend. It happens. Go through. And that's the legit way. But I've also learned that I can now escape with, I think, all three of these if I really tried. Okay, that's a legit way. Thank alls. Just one lap. Solve loop without doing multiple circles.
One case solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened.
Okay, I got lucky.
Blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later.
Cool.
There has to be some sort of point.
1 star, 2 flame, or sparks. Prometheus Sparks. I think that's the name. Wow. But when I come back and start doing some more explorations here later in the game, I know that I can leave with some stuff. It's interesting. Because I saw a strange connector somewhere over yonder. I don't remember where now. I need to get home. There it is. Oh no, that's the normal. That's the going back to the mega structure that I have. I think it was. It was near. I think this is near the beginning. There. That. Oh, it's this. Oh, look at that. I'm just gonna follow that. This is ridiculous, but I don't want to lose sight of it. You know what? Maybe I should look where I'm running in case I run off a ledge. Inspect remains. Discovery. Find an ancient human artifact. Did I just happen to run into this? It has nothing to do with what I'm looking for? That's cool. What even is that? Like a well pump thing? Some sort of... You have a wheel attached to... some sort of like pump system? Water pump system? Oh. Wonder what color it needs. Wonder what color it needs. I do need to see where this is going. Maybe there's a receiver at the end. But now it's a lot more clear as to what I'm really looking for. Holy shit. I was told not to go swimming, so still swimming. This is the first one I saw. And what's the relevance of that? Is that like a way to help me in other puzzles? Or did something spawn? Or perhaps is it just not the right color? Because in that puzzle I can get all three, technically. Maybe it doesn't like the color I used. Let's try blue and then green, if I'm able to pull that off. And then I'll go back to E1. Back up. So it didn't like that. Will it like blue? Something tells me it won't also. And I don't know if I'll know. I'm gonna bank on that didn't work. I thought there was another connector in this, yeah. So let's do... What the fuck did I do again? Blue to red makes green. I mean, technically I could just do it from that, but fuck it. Does anything happen now? Or do I need somehow to get all three colors going at it at once to create some crazy thing? Where did that go? There's three connections, you know? What if I had like each one having a different color? Who knows what the hell would occur? Is that an idea, or is that silly? This one doesn't use a color. Ah, I don't want to get caught in this yet. Part of me wants to too, man. Shit. Quantum tunneling. Is there a beam in this one? Emitter, I mean? No, but that was a good puzzle. It doesn't look like anything spawned. Perhaps this is the other star. But that's okay. I'll come back later. Let's leave. There's another deer. God dang deer. Whoa. Trying to jump scare me, buddy? Well, it worked. Mutual aid. Can someone get me the fuck out of here? One. The bridge is this way. This way. Aha, okay. Finally. Well, we did make a lot of great progress. I still want to go back to E1. What a cool transportation system. I'm not ready for that yet. I want to try to find the lost puzzles and lost labs here. And maybe a star. Discovering a lot. It's a crazy game. Absolutely nuts. So I know I need to explore more. Whoa. I noticed there was a puzzle below. Did I ever do that one? Now I know the concept of lost puzzles. I need to search. Can you break through this glass? Maybe one of these panels are weak? Any of them? No. Interesting. How can we access? They can't be that hard to find, can they? Probably better to get off the beaten path, so up here, perhaps. What do you got? I wonder if my boys come with me over to this island. Shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe I did do that puzzle. Maybe I'm forgetting. Yeah, that's what I was seeing, huh? This is number 5. Okay, so it's not that. Good to know. Little by little, I will find a lost puzzle. This looks weird. Nah, shit. It knows. It always knows. Let's just make sure. Also, we have something in the new research. Oh, an ancient mechanism of unknown functionality. It's impossible to reconstruct the purpose of this device. Oh, I have another... Oh, that's this. I have another section here. Yeah, there's two lost puzzles. Somewhere in this crazy place. You know, if I go off the beaten path... Now we're getting somewhere. Is this another... Oh, there's a green receiver. I love this song. Did it take a picture for me? Why can't we take a picture of that? Okay, somehow I gotta get a green to here. Green is coming out of that. Making discoveries. This is wild, man. Look at all that. That's gotta mean something. Some more structures. This has got to be where they place some of these lost puzzles. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Following it. I'm faster than it. This soundtrack is sick. What are we doing here? This can't mean nothing. We're heading towards the tower. Fuck, we were. Or am I just a fool chasing after this thing? No, we're heading towards something over here. Look at that. This looks insane. Oh my god, another star.
Monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value
Chasing
of
the light.
sense.
Activate a Prometheus monument without stopping the spark chasing music. The Thief of Fire. Solve one Prometheus
The whole
monument.
things must be balanced. When
Hell
good
yeah.
is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Okay. So I did that the total opposite way. Well, that was fun. And I did it in such a manner that I didn't let the music stop. So I got a trophy for that. Good. I thought that was all for nothing. That's fun. I like so far how the stars are. Damn, dude. Where did they put these puzzles, though? This place is much bigger than I thought it was. But there's also another star over there with the green. So I don't think... Oh, what the fuck is this? It's a little tricycle. Inspect remains. That's what exploring does for you. A very small vehicle with 3 wheels. A tricycle. A strange bicycle with 3 wheels, perhaps intended for children or pets. Huh. Maybe a poodle. I guess I could see a poodle riding that. Definitely children. Yeah, this game has been just a treat. And I got 2 stars so far. But the journey for the lost puzzles. Now that is a perplexing whatever I'm trying to say. Oh wait, is this a lost lab? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's progress. Will I have another overload data mine to go
There's
see
more of these labs than I
Miranda?
expected.
If you find another terminal, please be careful when you connect.
Yes, sir, Alcatraz. If I find one. Oh. Oh, shit. Well, here's one. That's a driller. So they're showing us these contraptions. The new technology. So the one that I found on World 2, I don't believe I've seen yet. Had like a... Oh, shit. Drop my controller. Still working, buddy? Good. They're so strong, these dual senses. Dual shocks. 3 and 4. Super good. There was one that had like a ball with 4 balls on it. I don't know what that is going to be yet. We are in some sort of data center. Is what it would appear. Do any of these open? And what is the relevance? Not sure. Talos 2, man. What a fucking game. This has been awesome. Okay, let's do the palm reading. 3 texts, which sucks. 4.2 kiloyear events. Wow, that is going to be brutal for me. Okay. The 4.2 kiloyear aridification event from BT Adhimabos Anthropocene Dilemmas. Cattle decapitation, the Anthropocene era. I think it's called that. That's a great album. The Akkadian Empire, forged in violence by Sargon the Great and his sons, reigned supreme over the city-states of Old Sumer. Enriched by trade with distant lands, fed by the plentiful wheat fields of Mesopotamia, the empire bestrode the world with confidence and pride. Who could oppose the chosen of Anu and Enlil, the masters of the 4 corners of the world? Then the weather changed. The crop stopped growing. Trade collapsed. The empire fell. Its capital forgotten. The most likely culprit at the time of writing is the 4.2 kiloyear aridification event, the beginning of the Megalaean Age, a non-anthropogenic drought that may have lasted almost 2 centuries, causing many of the earliest civilizations... Shit. My bad. A non-anthropogenic drought that may have lasted almost 2 centuries, causing many of the earliest civilizations around the planet to collapse. This is where our ordinary understanding of time, measured on the small scales of human history, collides with the reality of deep time and our existence within a much bigger picture. We live on a changing planet in a changing universe. Climatic optimisms are temporary. Extinction is the norm. Hexadecimal string. The Akkadians, much like the egalitarian inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization, could not understand why the rivers dried out and the rain stopped coming. Even if they could, they lacked the tools to do something about it. A few short millennia later, we are on the brink of having that understanding and those tools. What can we learn from the tragedies of the past? Error 5358, one such drought, completely naturogenic, would be enough to wipe out New Jerusalem for good. Shit. First companions. The first companions. When the founder awoke, leaving the garden behind forever, there were 2 more whose bodies had been anointed by the progenitor. The gold disc breathed breathed life into them, and their names were Eustachius and Cornelius. The founder showed them all she had discovered. Together they explored the dead city and saw the ruin to which humankind had fallen. It was then that the founder understood that the sins of the past must not be repeated, and that only through humility could the future be saved. Aside from Cornelius and Eustachius, there were 10 whose bodies the progenitor had not anointed in due time. Now it was upon the founder to complete this work and begin the resurrection. In this matter, Cornelius proved of great assistance. Hexadecimal string. After many tribulations, the 10 were brought to life, and these 12 that were born after the founder are called the first companions. These are their names: Eustachius, Cornelius, Aurora, Sun, Sarabai. I think they said this earlier and I fucked it up. Sarabai, I think it was. Byron, Melampus, Yemo, Hypatia, Naim, Benaroya, and Lysisphere. It's funny how you could take something that's 90% true and 10% false and create something that's 100% misleading. Failed to load profile and failed to load comment. Uh-oh. Noma Project 2. We have the version 0.02 successfully deployed. Tested core functionality. So far, so good. The version 0.04 failed. Unknown error in calculations. That was trial 108. The Noma Project. I don't think I know what that is. Cool, another lost lab. Always fun finding these. Cool tidbits of information. Found that. Still haven't found a damn puzzle. What is that? It's just a rock. Where are these lost puzzles? So I don't think it's going to be in this section of area. So I want to get back up. Maybe head towards a puzzle, but then branch off from it. Hey, a box. Again. Oh, here's one. Elevation. Oh, we have a green emitter for the first time that I've seen in this game. Let's grab this. And that's the end. Okay. Elevation. That's cool. Kind of interesting design. Anywho, we know that we can shoot through that. So technically we should be able to... What does that do? That allows me to get out. Elevation. What can we see from here? We can see red. We need blue, so we need to combine red and green. Simple enough, except we have a problem right here. That problem being, well, we don't really need this anymore. Is it really a problem? It is, because we need that. Okay, so this is where the elevation comes into play. So yeah. So let's just try setting this up. And I could technically even move it here so that it's still in play, perhaps. The only issue with this is that we're not able to see in here. But it would be, wait, I need blue. Right, I need red and green. What's up, Spire? How is Talos 2 going? It's going pretty well. I finished E2. I'm on E1 again. But I did the 8 main puzzles, the 2 lost puzzles, the 1 lost lab, 1 of 2 stars that I just kind of naturally found via the switches things. I'm going to do stars later, though, like hard. Of course, I don't know gold puzzles yet. I'll discover that as time goes on. And then you saw me do all of these, but I'm coming back because I now understand what lost puzzles are. So I know that I missed them. I just found the lost lab, and I just found my first lost puzzle. So far it's going pretty good. Here's what it is, man. Excuse me. I'm just gonna try to find these lost puzzles on E1, and then I'm probably gonna wrap it up. I've been going for about 3.5 hours now. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Stumped on a couple of them. Took me a little bit of time. Pretty good stuff, though. We need elevation. Yeah, it's been a good time. This game has just been a treat, for real. It's been so good. I need to create blue, though. Just thinking. Such cool design. Wasn't that the whole thing? Still doesn't really help, does it? Huh, I guess it's somewhat of enough. Oh. That's interesting. So then I won't need you anymore? Ah, see, that's good stuff. I might just need to move it. And that would give me the blue that I need, no? That's smart. I like that, yeah. Dude, those RGB converters are so cool. Okay, 1 lost puzzle done on E1. 1 more to go. Yeah, now that I understand this concept of lost puzzles, lost labs, when I go on to new levels, I think it's called levels, I will try to complete everything now. Maybe not the stars. I usually save stars for endgame. At least on Talos 1 I did. What the hell? Y'all hiding anything back here? No. Oh, that's okay. This game has been amazing, man. What a beautiful sequel. What is this? Keep finding these things. What does it mean? There's another lost puzzle out there. Somewhere. I found some ancient artifacts. I think those are super cool. Fun little things to find. You're not a lost puzzle, are you? You're just... Oh, you're the gold door. So, you're saying 3. 3 are lit up on this one. And I have 2 stars. I don't know what's calculating there yet. What do I have a total of 3 of? Is it lost puzzles? Because I have 3 lost puzzles total. That's interesting. It's gotta be over here. How sick. I'm on the hunt. Okay. Whoa. Might be the end of my journey this way. And I've already searched here. Leads me to 6 and 7. Perhaps it's off the beaten path somewhere up here. I also gotta start theorizing about how to get green over to that thing right there. Tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Whoa, 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 whoa. Prometheus spark. I need green there. What puzzles can I see? That one might produce green. This one also has height. But can I see it? No, I don't think there's any seeing out that way with this guy. Shit, man, they hid these good. They hid these real good. Get the fuck. I've already explored over here. Interesting, though. How would one get green out? The progenitor. Well, 8 is a... Oh, balls. Eight has potential. Wait. Entanglement? I thought I'd done this. Why does it look so different here now? Oh, wait. And green goes in the air, too. Oh, dude, that's the way. It's gotta be entanglement. Shit, now it's just a matter of figuring this out again. Actually, everything's open after you solve it. That's pretty nice. That I like. Okay, then I guess it's just a matter of... That equals green. It can't be that easy, can it? Oh, but you also need... Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice quality of life type thing. Spire. Right. That should create green. Ah, you weren't on. Oh, so that's, yeah. I did see that you can reset them from there. And I was always curious as to why you would. But I think, oh, and look at that. I have a flashing star on the top. I haven't really been looking, wait, question mark. I haven't been looking at that. Oh, 7, 6, 5. Hand. What are the hands? Maybe might help my team? Wait, is that a lost puzzle? Or is that one I've solved? Shit, I don't know what these mean. I'm gonna go to that question mark though. Boom, baby! The all gifted. Solve one Pandora
when the first
monument.
man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his
Let's go.
brother.
I'm gonna head towards that question mark. Well, I guess I have to go over here first. Sweet. That's 2 stars here? Hell yeah. Okay. So far, so good. I hope I can go this way. Yes, indeed. If this question mark indicates what I think it does. Oh my god. Interconnectivity. I think it does. So they show me the lost puzzles on the top this whole time, and I've just been like mindlessly looking for it. I gotta start utilizing the open world like compass type thing. Like I guess like a sandbox. Okay, anyway, this one's called interconnectivity. Interconnectivity. We need a blue and a green. Oh, we have lots of stuff going on there. Oh, anything you haven't discovered is a question mark, not just the lost puzzles. That's still good to know. Thank you, Spire. That'll make my exploration a bit easier. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Why don't we put this here? Hold on, let's think. Red. Why can't I sprint? Red to blue makes green, which would open that up. I can see a dilemma. But I have to play with it anyways. Yeah. Interconnectivity. This is fine for now. Oh. Whoops. You know what's cool is that I can deselect. Did not know that in the first episode. I was saying I wish there was a deselect button. Well, you dingus, there is. Super cool. I love that you can do that. Great quality of life upgrades, except there's no fast forwarding. But I don't know if that'll come in play. We'll see if there's recording in this. God, recording broke my brain. Okay, let's think about what we need to do. We need a blue. So the obvious choice is just boom, boom. But they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give me an obvious choice, now would ya? Coming off of this is green. And if I get rid of this, what happens? Now we have 3 connectors and 1 RGB converter. Presumably for green. This is an interesting thing. So what if I had green? I may also need to move that. But we have a crisscross conundrum advanced. Yet. That makes green. What if instead we went the long way? And open that. Let's see if we can go the long way, if that's even worth it. Could have been perfect. But wait, can I see that? You can. What if this is a spot for you? Still would have some sort of conundrum. How is this helping me? If it even helps me at all. It's always that issue with that. Whoops. All this does is this. Let's just check random shit out. I can also utilize one more thing from you, but that solves it. Wonderful. Sick. Well, that's a fun one. Yeah, I like that. Wow, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I did utilize you as well. I guess technically I could have simplified it, putting you to there. But more the merrier. The more pretty colors we have. That's a great puzzle. 3 stars, 3 sparks. I think E1 is complete. This music makes me want to cry. It is, besides the gold puzzles, which I don't think I can access yet. And then I got 1 of 2 over there in the wooded plateau, which I will take a stab at next time. So, yeah, I think that's going to wrap up part 2 of the Talos Principle 2 blind playthrough. Got a lot of progress done. I am very excited to start the Eastern Wetlands, but thanks for everybody hanging out. Spire, appreciate you, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you next time. More Neo coming soon as well. Gotta put some time in the Neo. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. And until next time, peace.